And this was the fastest transform from the Google Meet to YouTube Live. And let's see, we should have some guys here online with us. I sent them email messages. So again, what's the idea of this live is that this is the after party for the occupational safety course, and I will tell what was left from the safety course, what we didn't manage to go through, and especially from point of the job seekers and finding work in Finland. First person joined. Hi there and welcome. We should have, I think, six more. We will see, and anybody who decides to join here, welcome. It's not restricted that you couldn't take part if you are not part of the occupational safety course. Let me go open a chat for us. I will join there also. I will write a hi. And hey, I can't see who is here with us. So please throw a message in the chat and then I will know. And we will be actually, what are we doing here? I lost the thought. It's a long day, but now we have a last live and then I go and build a bit. Okay, do you guys online? I'll open one more page for me. I need to actually show you a couple of things that I can explain, and that's how we keep going. Smug is here with us. Hello and welcome. And I'll open first the page for us, and then I will explain why I'm doing some things and what's the idea behind there. But let me take a screen share here. There, this page is getting a bit changes soon, but let me explain what I do. Let me see, can I change a bit this? I can't. I can't edit it when the uh, live is going. But generally, my background is in construction and I like to run safety courses to keep my knowledge left. But then also, same time, I'm collecting teaching hours, creating courses for people, and those will go to match for international certificates I want to do in future. That actually I'm already doing. I'm just trying to meet the requirements. And how do I get those needed hours? Is that I arrange courses to people. I have occupational safety courses for multiple trainers. I really love to do them. They are always fun. I get a lot of hours from there. But then on top of that, I run different courses. And guess what? Those courses are free to take. I only want the hours for my CV and match the requirements. And I just recently created the first course. I have here a course catalog. The page is not pretty. I'm improving over the time. But for example, here is a full study material for hygiene passport with practice exams without any fee. So if you know a friend who needs a hygiene passport training, there's the one they can take or you can take. Only thing is that you need to go to local hygiene passport test by yourself. That's something I can't arrange online. And what else is coming here? I have been talking now for almost 2 years finding work in Finland because people found that very interesting and they kept asking questions. So I have talked about it from many points of the views. Peter needs a hygiene passport. There's a material for you. Sign up, do it, give a feedback, and I will improve it based on that feedback. And I'm creating here actually now a section where I'm going to add all the tips you need to look for a work in Finland. And there will be background information, information from the systems. I have been working for recruiting companies. I know about the digital barriers. And then I can also tell you about the work environment, which is not visible. You can't see those jobs online because they will go before they are published. So that's our topic today. Time is limited, but good news is that I will send you after the webinar, no webinar, this YouTube stream, a link to a Discord channel. That's the best way to stay in touch. There we evaluate CVs, give improvement ideas, look for different fields to apply. It's basically a place to network. Peter is asking where to do the exam if you need to take a card exam. Uh, there's actually a link in a Hygiene Passport training material for a couple of places to find a local exam place. And if you don't find one for yourself, let me know. There's a comment field and I will add more. I added a couple of ones which has places around the Finland. So that information is in the training material. But hey, let's go to see our topic just to understand the work market here. I will open a different app for us. Today I had to restart the computer, so I lost, but it's not a big thing for me to open it again and find the right drawing. Here it is. This is my scribble board and I will share it with you. Come on. This is always just a bit slow to find change between screens. It doesn't go so fluently. But hey, let's have this one. And why are we watching this one? Let me clean it for us that we can go together what it actually means. So why did I create this scribble chart for us? Is the reason that very often people come to occupational safety course that they can uh, start applying for works because it will open many doors. Straight away, you can apply to high risk work environment. But what is actually happening in a real life? That when you go online, you look for a jobs to apply. Everybody else is doing that same thing. Statistically, this one came up in one of the webinars they arranged for recruiters. Was that 10% of visible jobs are online, and then 90% of the people are applying for those same jobs. So the competition is crazy for very limited amount of the jobs. But what actually happens in the work market is that 80 to 90% jobs are under the water. They are not visible. They will go through open applications, directly contacting companies, networking, you name it, but it never comes online for your eyes to see. And that's the sad truth. But you can use that information to your own advantage. It will give you an edge because still 90% of the guys will be applying jobs available online. And you can go a bit deeper. But should we lose the idea uh, applying jobs through job portal? Definitely not. But we need to do it the smart way. This is like a European version of Alaska. You need to be resourceful. You need to put your effort where it actually matters. So here we are, a job seeker looking for a work, and our first place to go is a job portal. And how should we handle the job portals? We should automate that process, not to put that effort constantly in it. Like I like to go through lists, and when I was handling job portals, I found myself just scrolling through, looking what's available, then moving to next job portal, doing the same, and it took insanely insane amounts of time from my day. So what we actually want to do is that we automate the process. We create a profile in a job portal, fill all the details, pick the fields we want to apply, and then those precious emails starts to come in our inbox telling us that, hey, here's a place open. And then we apply quickly there with minimal effort as fast as we can. And why do we do that? Why that way? Let's go a bit down. And now I'm going to explain it a bit, a bit deeper. Yeah, I could go into crazy details. Actually, let's change this one. Let's do a little improvement. And let's see, can I figure it out on the fly? So when company needs workers, they will first check their own networks, database. Database is through open applications. They create their own lists, and then also refer reference. Long day. Most likely I mistyped it, but you get the idea. These are the steps uh, they go through, and if they don't find a worker through their own systems, it fails. Then they will create application for it. And what did I try to show with this option is that why only so small portion of the jobs will come online, that there are several steps before open public application. And that one will go to job portal just right here. Now you can see it, and we automated the process. So we will get an email that, hey, it's here available for us. Straight away, we will customize the CV and a cover letter. Always match it with the application. Why do we match it? Check, here's a weird word combination. It's ATS. It actually stands for Applicant Tracking System. Big companies, many mid-sizes, and definitely recruiting companies uses electronic system to analyze your paperwork. They will machine read it, build a text profile, and they are going to compare it to job application which you are applying, and it will build a match profile. Usually it has points from 0 to 100, like percentage from 0% to 100% match, and then they put a limit. Very often they use 75, but can be anything. That if your application has a 75% match, it will go to HR or recruiter or the company itself on a real person. And then they will have a look of a potential candidate that, hey, this guy might be a good for us. What happens if we don't match with the job description? Usually less than 75. We get very quickly email, thank you, but not at this time. And it comes to our inbox. And how do we notice that it was a machine created email? It's very often generic. And then on top of that, when you go online and see that job you were applying, it's still available there. People can send applications. How to pass ATS checking is that have a clean template for your CV. Avoid Canva. Really avoid it. They are very hardly readable. Best template is Microsoft Word, Google Sheets, simple document without any extra pictures, to the point, and they are easily to group. Last time I think I showed in Discord uh, what's the difference between different templates. I might do it again. So if you're interested, just tell me. And I think in a Discord we have a template available, and I will add a couple of more there. So you need to have a clean template that machine can actually read it and put education together, profile together. Then why we shouldn't use Europass. Europass is missing a skill section. This system will give a good points for soft skills and hard skills. They are also very important. So that was a quick look about job portals and a bit systems behind there. Hey, hit in the chat. Are you familiar with staffing companies? I think we have a couple of guys who just recently came in Finland. Have you heard about staffing companies? If you have heard, I will stop because the chat will come a bit delayed on my screen. But another good half passive way to find a work in Finland is to sign up for staffing companies. There you will create your profile, you send an application, and how staffing company works is that they have their own clients who need workers, and staffing company practically rents those workers for these companies. You would be under control of that company who rented you. They will give instructions, take care of everything, and then staffing company basically provides you workloads and charges for your work from their client, and then they will uh, pay you a salary. So they are kind of a middleman. Hey, Masango, without language, you will never get a word. Hey, hey, that idea, don't worry about it. You definitely will get a work. Uh, Two examples. I'm afraid that our time will again run out of the hands, but I'll try to make best out of it. Uh, when I worked in a staffing company, basically I was collecting groups for the clients, and once Ukrainian walked in the office. He didn't speak a word of English. He didn't speak even Russian, but he spoke Ukrainian, and he came to me using Google Translator. I can say that most of the guys would ignore the guy, but I'm a bit crazy one. I was interested that, hey, what's going on here? And he spoke to the translator, turned me to the screen, and I checked that what he said. Oh, okay, he's looking for a work. He just came in Finland. He's a refugee, and he had a portfolio of what he has been doing. And he opened the portfolio, showed me that, hey, these are the works I have been doing, and if you have work, I won't let you down. And I told him that, hey, sounds good. You have a good work experience. Might be a bit hard task, but hey, let me ask from a couple of clients. And I found one who said that, hey, no worries. If that one can come, if there's a person he can communicate with, it's okay for them. He came there as for a trial, and he did really well. He was till end of the project in that company, and he was the last worker from us to leave. So only thing what you need is a bit more effort to show your skills and that you are a dedicated worker. Then the language barrier doesn't matter. But when does the language barrier matter? Is that if you send generic uh, emails and you don't try to open the channel to talk with an employer. You need to make them interested, and then you need to figure out, how do I do it? Then it's up to you. For example, in the staffing companies, if you crash in, bring something small to office. Bring them a small chocolate. Say that, hey, I just came to bring this chocolate for you. And if you have time to interview me, it's okay. If no, then just thank you, enjoy your chocolate. Take something to draw attention. Make them to stop for a moment. There are a lot of different things. Those we can again talk in a Discord. I have done crazy stuff in my work careers to get attention and get through the people. So I'm really happy to share that one. But back to staff leasing companies. Find the local companies, sign up to all of them, create the profiles, and then really important part, keep that connection alive. And and basically just send email once a month every 3 weeks to ask that how are you doing. Let's see, Smaak is there, not like that, him here, August, professional electrician, 4 interviews, 2 selected. Yeah, you have done the right things. You have the certificates, and you actually match the requirements. You are in a good point because you are on the field which has a lot of demand. Yeah, the one what I was explaining, it was for Masango's question. Hey, I love it. You have questions. I'm really happy to answer. So then these were the passive ones we can do, and they run with minimal effort. But then there's actually a part we can do the something what brings results. But the difference is that it needs a legwork from you. And that's why 90% of the guys don't do this, because it involves putting effort and throwing yourself in front of another people. And let's see what we have here. And now I need to again open a browser and talk it through. It's not the exact science, but a couple of steps to give you ideas. Not diving too deep, but just scratching the surface. So now we have email alerts coming from the job portals. We have staff leasing companies looking work for us. Now it's time for us to put effort. And I don't know if you have heard about, but there is a portal. There's actually many portals which will provide you all the information you need about the companies in Finland. A lot of small companies, like on the course, we came in the conclusion, most of the companies are less than 10 people in Finland. But this also helps you to find a bit bigger companies where might be a bigger need for workforce. And what's a good thing with the big companies is that the staff is changing all the time. So opportunities will be available. And let's see how can we catch those opportunities. So let's pick a field. No, let's pick a city first. Let's first maybe have a Tampere. You can put anything. Bad thing is that you need to use Finnish industrial terms, the ones which are standard to get the good results. But AI is your friend here. You can ask from Gemini that, hey, I'm looking from a company portal, company information from specific field. I want to find all companies related to electricity. And then AI will give you a good list what to look for. So now we are in Tampere. We are looking sähköliike and we hit enter. And it doesn't give all of them because it only gives the companies which are marked in the field. Like here, it gives us 23 companies in Tampere. And then if we change it, for example, Vantaa, it gives 30 companies. And then we can change term. Let's see, will this one work? No. Or you can use a simple terms and then you get more results. So you need to try a bit what will work and what will bring best results. And then you can just browse down. And what's the best part of this job portal is that you can actually see, for example, company turnover. This one means that it's practical. It's just a couple of guys, not even anybody hired. So maybe a couple of entrepreneurs together. And then we can go down, and here's a bigger one, engineering office down on Nissinen, 2 to 10 million turnover and employing from 20 to 50 people. So this is how we can sort good candidates for us. And then we just click a link. Let me change the screen layout to have a more space for the page. Sorry, I missed that one. And then we just browse down, and it will give all the information we need, like name of the company. Remember, these are now translated in English, so it's in a real life a bit different. It will give us email addresses to apply, even a website. And then we scroll a bit down. We get economical numbers. They have a turnover 2.7 to 2.9 million euros. So it's quite steady. But what is a bit alarming is that their profit is lowering every year, but they're still on a profit. So it's a good company to apply. So do we send an email then? Not yet. First, we have to go and see their website. I don't know this company, but we will see what we can find. We found a page. We can find what they are offering. Let's translate it in English to make it easier for us. First, I check that did they have English flag? No. So we do it this way. Then we can see that do they have services, fits our background. And by the way, these are the exactly fields you need to customize your CV and cover letter to match. This is where the ATS is doing the checking. And also important for the employer because otherwise they don't know if you're a good fit for the company. And then here straight away recruitment. And this is the way how do you cut the whole line which is applying for jobs online, because this is the place the company is going to look first before they are writing an open application. Times are crazy. If you publish an application, you will get so insane amount of applicants that you can't handle it. So this is a primary way for companies to apply to find workers. Not doing great today. And then scroll down. Do they have job openings, open application place, and then we can start filling places. Let's see, special skills. And then here we can in the end leave our name details. And here comes your CV. And usually there's a place also for another files where you can put your cover letter. And then just send it. And keep going through the list, sending open applications. What next? Do we wait magic to happen that companies would call us that, hey, got application, please come to work for us? You can do that, but you might wait for a really long time. World is not fair. Jobs are not filled in the order the applications come, not even the best looking applications. It comes to people who makes them visible. So when you have sent an open application, you have a good reason to contact the company in maybe a week. You can contact them and say that, hey, I sent an application. What do you think about it? Would I be a good fit for your company, or should I provide more information? So it's not a cold call or cold email. You have a reason. And that's how you have a chance to ask that, hey, could I pop very quickly for an interview, that you would get a good picture of what kind of person I'm in a real life. And that one puts you in front of the everybody else. Construction career at my company. I work in Kymenlaakso, and we have a group of people. Everybody has own company or they use billing services. So we kind of cooperate. Not a completely bad idea. That always happy to show how you find work and how we can cooperate. Hey, come to Discord and we'll talk about this. We'll talk about this. But hey, one more term I wanted to show. You will soon see my Google search term. Vanta uh, database we just went through from Finder. It's about the companies only, and companies have websites. So Google is also a good database for us. And here you can see what I did. I have, okay, I'll change just a bit small correction. Can't write Finnish, obviously, today. In Google, you can put, for example, Vantaa, then field, rakennus, avoin hakemus, and it will list the companies it found with open applications. So this is also a good tool to get in front of the queue. And what else? Let's go to Obsidian, my scribble board. It's a very quick transforming to the Obsidian, and here it is for us. Then again, changing the screen. So now we handle the directories. We have a chance to contact companies straight away, create applications to them, but how to double our results and take advantage from no answers, because I guarantee you will get a lot of no answers. Luckily, we need a 1 year at the time, so the project is not impossible. Um, Now we are done with the directories, and let's assume they thanked you us for application. They told that, hey, you were a good fit, but sorry, nothing at this moment, but we'll keep you in our mind. So it was a no for us. Then we can send them a thank you message. We can just send them that, hey, thank you for going through my application. Really happy to hear that I would be a good fit. And then we throw a hook for them that we can say them that, hey, if you have anything available in future, even for a short term, you know what? I can also charge for my work through billing service. That you can hire me without getting me on a payroll. That I will handle all the paperwork. And then you will just sign up to billing service. They will take from 2 to 5% commission. Around 3 is a really good, because then you will get the insurance with it. Higher than that, not necessary. And you can say them that my billing service will create a bill for you when it's the time, and then you will only pay a bill for my work. And it's really simple for their bookkeeping. And that one is a really popular option in Finland, because hiring people on a payroll is a paperwork nightmare with a lot of responsibilities. And one Irish guy, also hanging on a Discord, found out it by himself. That he said that when he came in Finland, it was hard to find a company to hire. But then he decided that, hey, if you're not hiring me on a payroll, that I'll start to compete with you, that I'll come back to you. And then he was surprised that what on earth, these companies wanted to cooperate with him, that they wanted to buy services from him. And it was because it was actually easy way for them to hire people. It opened a new world for him, and now he has his own business ID, and he cooperates with other companies. And while you are doing this both, you are working with companies through billing service, or you are contacting them through directories. You are actually networking, and you are building your own strong network here. And that's what is the most easiest way to find work in Finland. Oh yeah, that was a talk. But I'll try to concentrate the idea of a job market here on a one picture that it comes easily and tries to explain things. And I'll actually throw you now a link in the chat. Just give me a second. I'll open my Discord. I can actually show it here. I'll actually show a Discord, then I'll get you a link. If you are not familiar, what is a Discord? It's an app, works on a desktop, mobile phone, web browser, whatever you want. And then here you can see this is our channel and meeting plans, hygiene passport, job seeking help, all things here like a CV model listed here. And this is the place to network and ask questions. If you can join, but best you get out of it by talking and asking. Always somebody to answer. If nobody else answers, I will answer. But now I will get you the link for the Discord, and it comes in the chat, but it also comes in an email. There. Hey, we are running out of time. We spent double from the planned. Do you have any questions at this moment? I can still steal 5 minutes from my time, and then I have to run. Or was it so much talk that now everybody is confused that what on earth we need to do? But for my defense, I'll try to create that course on my website. I'll be adding once a week, one step. Hey, yeah, please ask a question. Happy to answer. You can see that there's a small delay with chat and and broadcast. That's why I have a bit slow reaction to messages, or I need to wait messages quite long that they will come here on the screen. In, in this broadcast, I live in the future, and you will get a stream with a small delay. Regarding the occupational safety card training, yes, we just went through safety card training. Any staff leasing Hey, how to get a digital safety card? After this, I will send you a link and instructions. So in a couple of minutes, you will get all the information you need to get a safety card. Don't worry. It's ready there in the background, and I will send you video instructions. Hey, this one was the last question. Staff leasing links. I have an old website with the list, but I'll update, I'll add it, but I'll show you now. Masango, which field, which city you are located? I don't have that information. No, not even here. Physical card can be ordered from the link just right under your digital card. You will see it says Tila fyysinen kortti. So Masango, which city you're living? Because when it comes to staff leasing companies, Vantaa, I would write Vantaa, henkilöstö. Let's see. Did I remember right term? Yes. 179 companies. StaffMax, Legit, Polar Pro, good one. Locky, no experience, but should be good. Take Work, no experience. Go On, really good. Again, Polar Pro, TS, not sure about the company. But yeah, here you have 12 pages of companies to go through. And then, for example, just click a Go On here. Go On is actually proud that they have crazy amount of different nationalities and languages on their payroll, and this is a good way to get work on rental retail, for example. Let's see, and they have also in English. So Pondata has bought Go On. Okay, good to know. Didn't realize that. Yeah. And hey, anytime you are stuck, you need to know about some information or you don't know how to find it out, hit me a message. It's okay. I'm happy to help. Are you saying is Mark? Do you mean Pro from uh, Finder.fi? Absolutely not. It doesn't provide you anything in this case. It's only if you want to compare companies and you use it, for example, marketing or some another work. But if you need to just find companies, the free version is more than enough. But hey, now I need to send you an email. Thank you for joining, and the ones who comes to Discord, we will continue there. Okay. Thank you. I had a good day. It was a great training and live, and here we are. Okay. Bye.